Welcome back to Definitely Not Definitive. I'm Ken.
And I'm Bethany.
We're just a couple of kooky, crazy kids in love that love reacting to some Attack on Titan.
And here we are. We are at the final episodes of the final season. We are at 27 and 28 of season 4.
Yeah. Then just got the movie after this. I mean, there's still so much to do, so I can see why, it's like they can't end the series like this, so they still have the movie. But I mean, I don't even think we're gonna be dealing with anything related to Eren in this. I think this is just kind of like getting off of the island and getting towards Eren. I think this is just like them against the Jaegerists.
Yeah, I could see them saving the showdown with Eren for the actual last episode.
Yeah. So, you know what the drill is. If you want early free access, if you want our full uncut reactions, you want to see every moment and get a month ahead, check out our Patreon. Links in the description of the video. But then, you'll have access to what we watched after Attack on Titan. We don't know right now. But yeah, by the time this comes out on YouTube, we'll have already be watching it, so you can jump ahead to that. And you also get early access right here on YouTube. So you hit the join button if you want to do that, and we're gonna get started.
Let's do it. You ready, Becky?
Violence will always be a part of human existence, won't it, Captain?
I forgot Falco's the Jaw Titan too.
I just...
Oh. Still so many of them.
What? Say that again.
I'm sorry, but it's the truth. We need an entire day to service the boat before it will be able to fly.
Oh no, that's too long.
Are you kidding me? You mean we have to hold off the enemy for half a day while you work? Our Titans are only able to fight for a few hours at a time.
We'll be too late.
Yeah.
The rumbling can outpace a sprinting horse. It's an unyielding wave of destruction. They could flatten the entire continent in 4 days. Liberia will still fall. There's no way to save it.
Damn it. More are dying each second.
Yeah.
And regardless, we've got no chance of holding out long enough to ready the ship.
I have an idea.
I would hope so.
Odiha is a coastal city in Marley, some distance to the south. We own and operate a hangar there. I think we should set sail for that hangar now and tow the boat behind us. Then we can finish prepping it for flight on the continent.
How long is that going to take to get there, though?
Isn't it about to be wiped out by the rumbling?
We would beat the Titans there, but I don't know how much time we'd have before they caught up.
Does the ship have fuel?
But it'll take 30 minutes to ready the boiler.
Make it 15.
Yep.
If you screw up and die here, then Hizuru and the rest of the world are doomed.
Oh, good segue into the opening titles.
I'm just thinking about like the unyielding wave of destruction and how fast it can like.
Mm-hmm.
Ow.
Ringing a bell.
You bitch!
Mikasa? Yeah. I don't know, I just love seeing Mikasa in action.
We'll sail out of here and prep the flying boat on the mainland.
The mainland? All right.
Help them board that ship!
Faster, go!
So weird cheering for the Armored Titan.
I know.
Yeah, Mikasa! Levi? Oh. I was like, did he suddenly get better?
I know, right?
What could be worth taking that risk?
Oh! Nice shooting.
Yeah.
Forget the female Titan! Kill the Azumabito!
Oof.
Ooh.
Oh! Took it to the face!
They're actually planning to try to make a break for the mainland? They plan on using that ship to get to Eren. So make sure it never leaves this dock. If they reach Eren and kill him, then Paradis will drown in a sea of blood. Your hearts and souls to the cause!
Falco, you're gonna have to turn into the Jaw Titan, dude.
I think he's realizing that.
I should be fighting with them. First transformations never go well. Leave the fight to me. I'll back up the others.
If only it were Galliard here, he wouldn't be sitting on his hands.
You just do it.
Don't follow.
I need to drop you all off on that ship.
Connie!
Armin was shot in the chest.
He should heal fast, though.
I'll guard the ship!
Commander, Falco's out there.
Reinforcements! Damn it!
Oh shit.
Who took care of them?
How'd they take the train out?
Oh, Falco.
What are you doing, Falco? Get on the ship!
Oh.
My body. It won't move.
Can't see anything.
Finish them off!
Connie! Oh! Shot through his face. Get me, sir.
Hesitate for even a second, and your comrades died.
What now, Vlog? We keep fighting. Attack in unison! Nail the cart with thunder spears!
Damn!
We'll stop them!
Oh, what a shot. You got it. The Jaw Titan.
The little guy did it.
Oh. Titans were the threat, they were the enemy. When countries were the threat, they were the enemy. For as long as people hold on to different beliefs, there will be an enemy. Yeah. Oh! This Jaw Titan looks awesome!
Mm-hmm.
Now or never!
Oh no, Falco, I don't like you going up against him.
Mm-hmm.
It all comes down to this shot.
Who's gonna stop him?
Levi.
I'm gonna save the Eldian Empire right
No, you're
now!
not.
Jean? Oh.
Gabby.
Gabby, yeah!
She's a damn good shot.
Mm-hmm. Oof. Thorough.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
It's a headless body.
Raining. She wanted that. She wants to bathe in their blood. Let him run away. It's over. You won. This battle, at least. Let's fuck a little out of control.
The enemy's retreating. Come out!
Hey! Hold it still!
First transformations never go well.
Yep.
I got you. Rest up for now. You've earned it.
Man, that guy's really come through from being such a shithead.
Tell them to set out.
Aren't you coming?
No, I need to hold the rear.
By yourself?
What?
Enemy spotted! One stayed behind! Down!
Oh, shit! Keith?
You're the one who took out the reinforcements, aren't you?
I am. Why didn't you take to sea with the others?
That floating giants had captured Marley and Cruiser. It's fast enough to catch up with their ship and sink them, along with humanity's hopes.
Can blow it
Put
up.
underwater somehow.
I'll give you a hand.
Nice.
Yeah.
Soldiers from different sides working together.
They'll be here soon.
Let them come. This'll be ready to blow before they can break in. Last chance for you to take a swim.
I'll stay. I've been looking for a good end to this life.
What made you decide to help us out?
Saw some former students of mine, traveling south out of Shiganshina. Annie Leonhardt was with them. When I realized what their plan was, I was moved, and I was proud to see how much they'd grown.
If you hadn't stopped that train, they'd be dead.
Yep.
You'll be known as one of the heroes who saved the world.
Well then, that makes two of us.
But no one will know you did it.
I served my country by ignoring my conscience.
Ooh, good line.
I ordered them to breach those walls, But I've finally realized how happy I would have been if those kids could have lived normal lives.
Well, you might not think you deserve it. I've got plenty of respect for you.
You there! Stop! Open this door, damn it!
Thank you. Who are you?
My name is Keith Shottis.
Theo McGath.
We conferred with McGath and decided to head for Odiha. To be perfectly honest, we didn't have any other option. I'm afraid this means we can't save your hometown. Liberio's doomed. I'm sorry.
If that's true, the only reason I had to keep fighting is gone. I'm getting off the ship.
You have people that love you and care about you here.
Liberio and Marley were always going to be trampled flat. McGath understood that, yet he chose to give his life. So we'd have the chance to push forward.
For you.
Not for Liberio or for Marley, but in the hopes that it would help us save at least one more stranger, whose name he'll never know.
Good job. Good speech.
In that case, I'll ask you this question once more. Be honest. You think you can kill Aaron? If I try to kill him, what will you do? 'Cause I'm so tired. I don't want to fight anymore. Not with any of you. Not even with Aaron.
So it was a great ending for Theo and Keith. I mean, I was saying there even before that happened, like, you know, him going in there and saving Falco, his speech leading up to this fight, and him recognizing that he was in the wrong, and then just saying that, like, you know, in order to fight for his country, he had to trade in like his conscience. Yeah, he just had like a lot of great lines in this, and I like that because I just hated him so much. He just seemed so. Again, I think Gabby was the bellwether here, and it's like she can come back, then anyone can come back. And I should have remembered that when he was spewing all his hatred or whatever towards Jean. But you know, he's like so ignorant in that moment, and just, you know, makes you mad. But to see him come back from that, and because he has even more decades of the indoctrination, so for him to come around was huge as well. And yeah, they gave him quite the send off, those two.
I love seeing everybody work together in this and like have each other's back, and really all the animosity that they may have felt at any prior point, really, they were all big enough people to set that aside for like the shared common goal. And I was surprised at how good the Jaegerists were at bringing down Annie and Rhina. I guess I underestimated them, even with all the fancy equipment. I just thought, like, there's no way they're going to bring these two down. And so, like, to see Annie's head fall off, and, you know, she's obviously not doing well, and Rhina says, like, I can't move my body, and they're completely vulnerable. It was a good battle because it did feel like our team, like, going into this fight, because our team has Titans, it kind of felt like, well, they should win. It's like our hero team. It's the people we're following, and they have Titans. They should get this done. The hiccup was that the, like, passive plan didn't work, but the aggressive plan surely will. So then for it to be, again, not easy, and for them to actually find themselves in a position where it's a scary moment, and, like, Flock has to turn, and the Cart Titan has to get involved, and even with those two added to the mix, okay, well, now Flock still could get the ship, you know, sunk. They did a good job keeping the battle, like, keeping the suspension of the battle going.
Yeah. And a good time of card when it said, you know, like, it pointed out the different fighting, like, you know, fighting against Titans, fighting against the Marlians, and it's like, as long as people have different beliefs, they'll always be fighting. But I just want to push back against that a little bit, because while I like that title card, it makes it almost seem like, well, you only need to believe the same thing in order for us to stop fighting.
I'm so glad you said that, because at the time I thought, like, well, wait a second. The answer isn't indoctrination to make us all believe the exact same thing, or that, like, we have to conform to believe to the same thing.
And it's more so that as long as we focus on our differences, there will always be fighting instead of trying to look for the similarities within each other, within one another. And I think it was The Art of Happiness by Dalai Lama that I was reading, where he was talking about, whenever he meets someone, like the easiest way to make like a connection with somebody else is just to view them as another human being that is trying to live a life without suffering. And because that's like something that like just like everyone has in common. And I think that more than anything in Attack on Titan is like once they started to see each other again, like as human beings, and started to see the similarities within one another, and just like one, the indoctrination between each other, and then two, just the fact that like, okay, well, yeah, like, the similarities, you are just like me. That's more it than necessarily like all having the same beliefs.
And there is a psychological component to that. Like, we tend to build connection on similarities. We tend to seek out people who we feel are similar to us in some capacity. That I was reading an article about that talked about how like this basically goes back to survival instincts and like the origins of humans, because if someone was similar to you, that probably meant that they were safe, versus the people who were different, which maybe were unsafe because, people trying to kill each other again all the time. But the thing too is like, we shouldn't feel threatened by differences. Like, yeah, find the shared humanity and the similarity of like another person not wanting to suffer. But then like the way that they've chosen not to suffer also needs to not be perceived as a threat in some capacity. Like, we tend to view differences as threats, and that's what leads us here. Our threats can like make it a tapestry of humanity and a rainbow of different ideas and interesting things to discuss and like, kind of explore, versus, like, oh, but that's different, that's bad, therefore you're bad, or that's wrong, therefore you're evil. Like it's perceiving them as threats that is getting us to a place of violence.
Yeah. It's so heartbreaking with Annie. I was hoping, somebody would. I mean, Hanji at least was able to talk her off the ledge, and like, I thought she gave a good speech. Kind of that Theo was sacrificing himself, not even for the people, like his people who probably are lost already, but for the strangers, that can be helped by this, dying for the sanctity of life. And I think that was a real powerful message there as well. Not even needing to see the similarities, just like it's just, you are another life. And Annie just saying that she's so tired of fighting, and they've been fighting since they were kids, and all the death that they've brought, and her saying that she didn't even want to fight Eren. It was, a good, powerful scene, especially coming off of the sacrifice that the two had made before, which, I love that they both had trained the other kid soldiers on each side, and they're the ones coming together. Beautiful, but tough at the same time.
What really got me was when the ship blows up, Gabby, like, again, with tears in her eyes and like reaching out, because she knows that it was Theo. Yeah. And then going to the interior of the boat, and when they talk about what's been wiped out, it's Annie's town, but it's also Marley. It's also where Gabby comes from, and who she's been in her mind fighting for. And it's Peak, right? The cart titan? Peak?
Yeah,
Peak. Okay. And Peak is just kind of like holding her. And again, we were so mad at Gabby before. We kind of hated her so much. But you, I think, rightly used the term bellwether, because I just find myself looking to her. So like, even though Annie's just received this devastating news and I'm seeing how she's handling it, I love that they do pan over to Gabby to show us that as well, because it's Marley too. And we see, this poor kid has experienced so much loss in such a quick, short period of time that, I find myself looking to her to see how is she handling this information, how is she handling this situation.
I also can't wait for Levi to get off the sidelines. Clearly, because every time something happened, I'm like, excuse me, Levi, please, Levi.
Yeah, he's been sidelined for so long. We've stopped calling everyone Levi.
I know.
We only did it to Hanji today.
So that's why I had to say it out a bunch of times in the episode. I had to say Levi's name.
There it is. It's like Beetlejuice. If we say Levi enough times, he will appear.
Yes. All right, going on to the season finale for 4.
Let's do it.
Yeah. It's only the end for season 4. We still got a movie.
I know.
It's not the end of the story.
Just can't believe we're here already.
I know.
Everyone keeps saying Eren has changed, and I thought he had too. I wonder if we've all got it wrong.
If we're the ones that changed?
That he's always been like this inside. But if this is the real Eren Yeager,
What did I see in him? It made me keep him so close.
Can you believe there are really enough people outside the walls to fill up such a gigantic city?
Try not to talk about the walls in front of the general public, Connie.
Right. Sorry about that.
We're finally here. Outside the walls we've known our whole lives. The walls no one has ever escaped.
Would you listen to me for once?
Is that Levi all patched up?
Scout's original mission.
Yeah.
Yeah, Levi.
Let the survey begin.
Where they at? Amsterdam? Or like Denmark?
I'd like to welcome you to the continent of Mars.
Okay. Not with the palm tree, though.
What's with that horse? Or wait, is that... What was that?
No horse ever looked like that. I think it was a Marley and
Must
cow.
have been a car. I've definitely heard about those.
Hey!
Just act like you don't know him.
Stop that car.
We have no idea what to expect. You're safest at my side.
Her fantasy? Or just what could be things were different? I don't know. This is Aaron's fantasy.
Here, enjoy.
Sasha, show some restraint.
Sasha.
She looks so much, I know, she looks so much like Gabby.
Yeah.
Like a grown up Gabby.
That's where I thought it was at first.
Yeah. Creepy.
Oh my god, Levi, run. It's a creepy clown.
He cuts it.
It's real good.
Okay, Pennywise.
Sharp suit there, bud. Are you and your friends playing gangster?
Aaron, you really need to taste this.
It's ice cream, right?
You know about it?
I think I saw it somewhere in Dad's memories. Eldians in the internment zones usually can't get it. The outside world's massive, but they don't want us to be part of it.
We didn't recognize it at the time. We refused to let ourselves accept it.
Okay.
So this was their reconnaissance mission?
Yeah.
You does it, kid.
Thief! Well, look at that. Another enemy immigrant. How'd you get into Marley? Bet he stowed away on a ship. We could toss him into the sea. I say we smash his hands.
Oh my god.
Don't hurt him, okay? I got my purse back, so why go that far?
All us merchants working in this port are trying to make an honest living.
On top of that, this kid could be a subject of Ymir.
Blood testing has been picking up like crazy all over during the past few years.
What do you think you're doing?
I never said he was a pickpocket. All I said was the purse didn't belong to him.
It smells like bullshit. You think we're stupid?
Run for it.
Hey, come back!
It was a nice try, Levi.
They hoped you were stupid.
Did anyone see where the brat ran off to?
He's right there.
With a purse.
Yep.
So much for the Azumabito's pocket change.
With improvements in blood testing technology, countries are beginning to discover that subjects of Ymir have been able to sneak out of the internment zones. Today, you witness the way Eldians are typically treated beyond the walls. I'm sure you can see how difficult it will be to convince the world to engage with the people of Paradis on friendly terms.
If we give up on pursuing peace at this point, our only remaining option will be to throw in with Zeke and his conspiracy.
Though I would caution against assuming your goals and theirs are in alignment.
We're not, and we won't make contact until we've had a chance to observe them.
You've come to make it known that the people of Paradis wish to coexist in peace. The Azumabito clan will happily aid you in pursuing said goal.
We at least have to try. As long as there's a chance, it's our duty to take it.
Far be it for me to tell you otherwise.
Wait a minute. Where's Aaron?
I want to get her money back.
What are you thinking? Did you forget we're undercover in enemy territory and you're their #1 target? Is that the boy from the market? Did something happen here?
No, nothing yet.
What does that mean?
These people are refugees who lost their homes in Marley's wars. Everything they had was taken, and the freedom they enjoyed is long gone. I need to ask you why you care for me as much as you do. Or is it more because you see me as family? What am I to you?
You're not exactly family.
You're my family.
Bir şeyler içer misin?
I think that was an invitation.
Hey!
Things have been different if you just told him the truth and that you were in love with him. Drink up. So can Aaron get drunk? Or is like his tight metabolism keep him from?
That's a good question.
Oh, Mika's so passed out. Nice. Singing karaoke.
looks a little bit drunk.
Mm-hmm.
Ladies and gentlemen, this new organization advocates for the subjects of Ymir living as refugees around the globe. There's only one corner where it continues to fester. The island of Paradis, where the Empire's most loyal subjects fled in the wake of Marley's victory 100 years ago. It is the island devils alone who pose a true threat to humanity.
That was the day when Aaron truly left us. Later on, he would send us a letter. He said he was going to leave our futures up to Zeke. By the next time we saw him, it was too late. Looking back, I still don't know if there was some better way. Maybe everything had already been decided from the start. When he asked me that question, what if I'd given him a different answer? Would we still be in this situation right now?
That's how the vast sees kind of outside subjects of Ymir despise more than anything.
Where did all of it begin? It doesn't matter where. Everything happened as I willed it. Everything begins here.
There's only one way to break the cycle of violence. You must support the euthanization plan. You're a part of Zeke's plan because he believes in you. Please return his faith.
Or pretend to go along with Zeke's plot. You need to do the same. Keep your head down for a while. The MPs are still pushing the same idea. They're not going to be talked out of it.
I know what they're planning. But running and fighting aren't my only options. If making me a Titan gives us the best chance of saving the island, then I'm prepared to do it. I've got friends who did everything they could for me. You all fought hard to protect me. It's enough that you tried, I mean it.
Maybe it is enough for you, but not for me. I'll trample it to the ground. The whole outside world. Men, women, children. Every last one.
That isn't the answer, Aaron! Most of the people out there don't have anything to do with what we've gone through. They would die ignorant and terrified. You'll be killing innocent people for reasons they'll never get to know.
But when I'm done, we'll finally be able to break free of the cycle we've been trapped in for 2,000 years. A long history of hate.
And you'll start a new cycle of hate.
Aaron, please, don't do it. I'll have no choice but to try and stop you. Because if I don't, I'll have to live with the world's blood on my hands. And I can't.
I'll make you forget you ever knew it was coming.
How could I, though?
I know you can.
Headaches, huh? Our studies do indicate the Ackerman bloodline carries some odd quirks. Powers that activate when their survival instincts are triggered. But this theory that she's reflexively guarding her host, to be honest, it seems a little far-fetched to me.
Good. It was all bullshit.
She doesn't slaughter Titans out of some inborn compulsion to keep you alive. She does it because she adores you.
Loves you.
Even if everything goes right, I've only got 4 more years to live.
What would you think about me having a child?
Oh! I guess when he got to the New World, he saw the movie Saw.
Set, but my friends will keep living long after I'm gone. And that's what I want. What I need for them to live long, happy lives.
This word you're giving them isn't going to make them very happy. And it's no guarantee that they're going to live long lives.
An allied global fleet. It took nothing short of a miracle to even assemble a fleet of this magnitude. And by that miracle alone, humanity still clings to hope for salvation from this rumbling.
I feel like this isn't going to do anything.
It'll take a few of them out. Not enough. You thought just once would be enough? Fire again! Holy shit. Oh, just the steam itself.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
like a giant freaking spider. He's all skeletal and big.
I'll kill them all.
Oh.
Every last one. The world over.
Man. At first, when they were just doing the flashback, first of all, I'm a little embarrassed by how long it took me to figure out that was a flashback to begin with.
I didn't know right away either.
Yeah.
I thought Sasha was Gabby. I thought this was like some future image thing of like, you know, how the world could be. And Gabby's grown up and
Yeah.
she's hanging out with Mikasa and Eren. And like, it could be such a nice world.
Yeah. So I was confused on what was going on there for a second. For a lot longer than a second. I'm like, okay, this is an interesting way to end season 4. I'm like, just with this flashback here, and then like going to the mainland, and I don't know, experiencing the hatred more, xenophobia up close more, and yes. But then like obviously when I cut back to like, showing okay Eren's line of thinking and what he's doing, I'm sorry, but are you telling me this whole thing, he's fucking destroying the world because he doesn't understand, because he doesn't know whether or not a girl likes him or is in love with him? Like, what the fuck?
I think it's bigger than that. I think, so he ultimately walks out of that, like, I don't know, Senate hearing or whatever. So the way that it hit me was that this was sort of Eren's last hurrah, looking for a reason not to do what he was going to do.
Yeah.
And that could have been like, hey, look at these nice people and they've invented ice cream and there are cars and like, this could be a great world that we could all share together. Except then the kid lifts the purse. And so now it's, this kid has to die. We're going to smash his hand. It's like, okay, no, all of these people are fucking sadistic and insane. And okay, they can die. And then he goes to Mikasa and like, it's like, okay, how do you feel? Like, is there a future for us? And she says, your family. He's like, okay, so I don't have this to try and live for, to build a world for. And then they go to the hearing and like they're talking about how terrible the Eldians are and the refugees. And it's like, okay, no, the world is fucked. All these people are fucked. We can just kill them all. And so she was a part of that, sure. I think in terms of like Eren looking at the my little sphere corner of the universe versus like the big broader stuff that he'd been looking at, but he didn't find what he needed in either.
Also, chicken shit way to like say like, oh, I hate you, Mikasa, I've always hated you, and like you're controlled by something, and like say all that horrible shit to her just so that like she could be okay again. Like, 'cause I was worried that's what it was, like just so that she could be okay with his death. It's like, well, it doesn't really matter how I feel or how she feels because like, I'm going to die in 4 years anyway, so whatever. Yeah, I'm like, no, that's not an excuse for doing that. That doesn't make you noble. That doesn't make you a good friend or mean that you really love her because you want to spare her from the hurt. Like, what about the 4 years that you would have gotten together and you would have like all that joy and love and happiness that you could have experienced? Yeah. So in that sense, again, don't like Eren for that. And his whole like, I want my friends to live long and happy lives and like what, wiping their memory. Like, so they're gonna wipe their memories because that's part of the plan too, so that no one can remember all the horrible shit that just happened and went on.
But it won't work on Mikasa.
Yeah, it won't.
Or Levi.
Yeah, it won't work on Mikasa. Won't work on Levi. And even if they do reset it, it's gonna, violence will happen again, war will happen again, and unfortunately, like, it's never going to be a peaceful world completely. But more so, it's like he's got this just obsession with freedom and like being free and like these people are over here, they aren't free, and like I just want to like free everyone in this world. And he thinks he can free him from violence. But I also think like, I don't know, I feel like his view of freedom is so childish. It's like freedom is being able to go wherever you want and do whatever you want. Like that is freedom. And so I don't know, but ideologically, I'm very not on Team Eren.
I think the thing that Eren doesn't take into account is that freedom means different things to different people. And that, I mean, I loved seeing them have that time in the refugee camp with all those people. And are the refugees living the best life? No, obviously not. Like they were using what looked like tin cans as cups to drink out of. But also, they had a wonderful time sharing that experience and that meal with them and the booze and like meeting the rest of the town and the families and do those refugees have everything that they want? No, I'm sure they don't. But did they have happiness? something that I don't think Aaron has had in a
Mhm.
long time? Yeah, they did. So, like, looking at the two groups, I think the refugees were richer than Aaron. And that's the thing is, like, what does richness mean to you? What does freedom mean to you? Your answer is probably going to be different than mine. Probably is going to be a bit different than Ken's.
Mhm.
Like, it's different for every person. And Aaron is kind of trying to impose his ideological view of freedom on everyone because that's what he feels is best for him. So shouldn't that be best for everyone? The answer is no. People aren't all the same. We're never gonna all be the same. So it's gonna be different for each of us.
Yeah, I mean, Aaron would be the kind of person that just like wouldn't want to be, in a relationship with anybody, or wouldn't want to have like, be tied down by a job, and wouldn't want to be dependent on money to like pay a mortgage or your rent or anything like that. It's just like he'd want to be just a nomad on the world and see everything. Like that's fine, dude. Backpack across the world and live in a tent and go wherever he wants. And like again, like you said, like that's his version of freedom. But that's not going to be everyone's, and it's not going to be everyone's ideal of what, is going to make them happy. He still will be constrained by like, he still is a slave to being able to eat. He needs to sleep. He needs to, he's not completely free to do whatever the fuck he wants. Like no matter what, he's still going to be, his body is going to be, telling him if nothing else. And like, the physics of the world too. You can't just fly.
I mean, on a very straightforward thing, if his goal was simply to free the Eldian people who are not in fact free because they are in fact in internment camps.
Yes.
More power to you, buddy. Because they should be free. Absolutely. But like that's the evolution is like that's freedom as in not like captured and not restrained versus like going off and being a nomad. And the thing is that version that you just described as being sort of like hypothetically Aaron's version of freedom, that's somebody else's hell.
Mm-hmm.
Living in a tent out of a backpack, like not being able to have a home that they can return, like, so again, it's not the same for everyone.
I'm not saying that is idea.
No, we're spitballing.
Of having her freedom or whatever. Because I mean, he says that he cares about his friend, and that's what he's doing all this for. Which again, didn't ask his friends.
That's what I was
what do you guys want? Like that was the whole thing. Is that he never like him going against everyone, like going off on his own and just deciding for all of them, like this is what's best for you. You guys are children. I know what's best for you.
Yeah.
I know what's going to make you happy in the world. So I'm going to go ahead and do it because I know you can't do it. But this is really what you want. Like that is so fucking condescending.
And arrogant. It's the arrogance of I know what's best for you.
Yeah.
And like just even saying those words out loud, like hearing them, like makes something in my stomach twist.
Mm-hmm.
Like just that thought of I know what's best for you.
Mm-hmm.
Any circumstance, I'm right. You don't know. It's fine. I'll take care of it. It's so patronizing. It's so it lacks acknowledgement of the person's autonomy, of their own free will. It takes away their freedom.
Yeah. I wonder if Aaron would have gone along with it if he wasn't the Attack Titan. If he wasn't the Attack Titan, or if he wasn't any of the 9, and he had more than like 4 years to live or whatever, and like he could always look after his friends and like, have their back. Would he have gone along with a plan from somebody else that was for genocide? Let's say him and Flock switch places. Would he have been going along with it as Flock went along with him, or would he have fought back? I would be curious about that.
Yeah, that's an interesting question.
Because I think a part of it is, again, like, he's only got 4 years. So he's got to wipe out the world now because that's the only way he can make sure that his friends are going to be safe and no one's going to come after them. And once he's gone, because sure, he could stay there now and protect them, but he's not going to be around forever. And, it's wanting to break the cycle of, the MPs. I don't think I ever really caught that fact. I think I just missed it. There's so much going on. I think I missed the fact that the MPs wanted to basically repeat what had happened before and have Historia eat Zeke, knowing that if she does, like, she'll be bound by the oath of her royal blood and have to keep the peace. I don't know if that means she definitely has to wipe everyone's memory though, or if it just means she can't like attack. But I mean, I think I missed that part. But like, there's parts of Aaron's thing where okay, I get wanting to end that cycle, but to think that this is the only way, I don't know. Can't get behind that.
The other thing when you mentioned the only 4 years left that crossed my mind was that nothing motivates someone to go scorched earth as quickly as having nothing left to live for.
Yeah.
And even though Aaron has 4 years left, and like you said, there could be a lot of good things that could happen in those 4 years. We see from how he talks to Zeke that like mentally for him, he kind of is already thinking his life is over.
Yeah.
And so he's willing to go that far and make that sacrifice because in his mind, I'm not missing anything. Like, it's fine. The whole thing of Titans having that limited time, it's been interesting to like watch how it's affected each of them differently. And like Rhina contemplating his own suicide and how to do that because of everything that's gone on and not really valuing his life anymore, knowing that it's short and thinking, well, might as well end it now. Nothing left to live for. Aaron, same thing. He's got 4 years left, which is more than Rhina, but he's here going like, meh, I can't build a future.
Yeah.
Nothing left to live for. And so it just made me think about, you know, sort of society and keeping the peace and keeping control. It comes with giving people a future. Take away the future and chaos will follow.
All right, let's get into our top 5 for season 4.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Mine, I mean, which I would not have said, earlier on in this season, is Gabi. I've been calling Rhina because that's kind of what I hear. Like it's spelled Reiner, so I'm like, okay, Reiner, like, and that's how I would say it. But now that there's like, I hear them saying Rhina, so that's why I'm like, okay, well, maybe like this is just the I don't know accent. Where like I don't know, it's like I guess it's Rhina, but people are like, no, it's Reiner. So, and I keep hearing Gabi, like as in like Dobby the elf, but Gabi
That's
the
what
elf.
I hear too.
But then I see her name spelled as Gabby. So I don't know if I don't know which one's correct, but she would be in my top 5 for sure. Just her whole journey and arc in season 4 and kind of holding up a mirror to us and showing just like, the level of indoctrination and how detrimental that is and like just how like tough it is to overcome. And yeah, and then her being able to get out of it and like inspire others to snap out of it as well as she inspired like Theo to snap out of it. And he kind of realized like, God, look, I created this. I put you through all this pain when I thought I was trying to help you, but I didn't help you at all. So yeah, I would put her in my top 5 for this season for sure.
That's like the one name I had settled on was Gabi, which I'm, again, might be pronouncing wrong, but you know who we mean. Fudge. It is so, because we only have 5, and there are a lot of people who made an impact this season.
Yeah.
And so part of my brain is going like, well, for the reasons you just said, Gabi's representing those things, so like I should pick somebody who's representing other things. I'm gonna go with.
I got enough if you need more time.
Yeah, I do. Go for it.
Falco.
Okay.
Just because he's been like just such a good kid from the beginning.
Yeah.
I mean, so he, trying to get Gabi to understand the other side of things and, him wanting to take the armored titan because he's in love with her and, he doesn't want her to have that fate of a shortened life. I mean, before he turned into the Jaw Titan, he didn't really have blood on his hands like Armin had or a lot of the other characters had. And he really was just trying to do right and trying to do the right thing. And he had just as much indoctrination as everyone else, but like he seemed to like get out of it faster than most people in that situation.
Yeah, he didn't seem to come with the bloodthirst that everybody else came with.
Yeah.
Jean.
Ooh, Jean.
Just because, all of the exponential growth that he's had since we first met him, for one thing. But I felt like that was also really, especially in the last few episodes, shown through such a lens, such a like microscope lens. Because it starts with him in that room and he's like, I could just stay here. I could just be safe. I could just like sort of like trying to will himself to go back to that person he was. Which I feel like there was a conversation about him returning to that person when he was with Flock, but I don't remember.
Yeah, Flock said, you can go back to being a piece of shit. It's fine.
Yeah.
He only cares about himself.
And like he didn't go along with it, but here we found him in sort of the aftermath of everything being like, I can go back. And Hanji being like, dude, are you ready? Like, let's go. And he does go. He doesn't just stay there because he is different. He'll always be a scout. And then the way that he was in the woods, around that conversation, I just really liked what he had to say. Him coming to blows with Rhina felt a bit inevitable, because I think he needed to get it out of his system. But then the way he was the next morning, you know, like I loved when Gabi was begging him and he went off and he broke down in the woods because he realized like I kicked a kid and they're begging and oh my God, like, you know, it was sort of like having to get that last bit of the hate toxicity out of him. And then going back, waking her up. The funny way he woke Ryan up, which God, did we need that humor in that moment. I just feel like Jean is the person who's, I think, meant to seem normal. And so is that very relatable character because he's not, you know, the flashy Mikasa and Levi's and he's not a Titan like Eren. He is grounded to be the more normal one. And yet, as he grows, you realize just how truly extraordinary he is.
Levi, because he's flashy, and every time he's on screen, I love it. I love the way he just like tormented Zeke.
Yes.
And just, I mean, just how badass he is, taking out all the other Titans when Zeke sprung that trap on him. And yeah, like just like the myth that is Levi. It's like, is this the one that can take down a single Titan just by himself? Like, yeah. So,
which gives us only one spot left.
I don't know if Sean's in my top 5, so I might have 2 spots left, but
I'm going to say Zeke.
Ooh, okay.
For just the journey that was that character and how we met him as this terrifying Titan. We first learned about him as the kid that turned in his parents.
Yeah.
To then understand kind of more of his life story and how it shaped him to wanting to go for genocide. And just what I love about it is because with Attack on Titan, rarely if ever is anyone a full-blown villain or a full-blown hero. This whole show exists in shades of gray. And so while I think what Zeke was ultimately trying to do was terribly villainous, they show us how he gets there in a manner that makes you go, dude, I wouldn't do it. And I would do anything to stop you.
Yeah.
But I also understand. And it's very hard to judge you for it based on everything that you've been through.
It was nice getting his backstory, especially with the one who was the Beast Titan beforehand. That whole, you know, kind of like how he was pushed into turning in his parents. Yeah. Yeah, I'd have Armin in mind.
Ooh, okay.
Because just have like the best friend ever, never gave up on Eren as far as, you know, thinking that he had gone along with Zeke. He's like, come on, guys, like that's not Eren. Eren would never do that. He's just playing him. And so never gave up on his friend. Always looking for a way to sort of talk it through, like, you know, looking for the least violent option when possible. And really, and that being his goal, trying to, you know, minimize the loss of life as much as possible. So respect that. But still, you know, when he needed to, again, it's a good friend and also just maybe, I don't know, a good soldier, but the docs, when he went along with Eren's plan, had to back him up. It's like, and all of his other friends, it's like, if I don't go, this isn't going to work. And so many people, you know, people are going to die, but my friends are going to die. My best friend's going to die. So I think all those lives are going to, you know, torment him for the rest of his life. The fact that that loss of life that he did, that major loss of life. But he still went through with it. And he was going to sacrifice himself for Connie's mom to save Falco.
Yeah.
You know, he's just someone that is always willing to make the sacrifice for the people that he cares about. With me, and I said at the time, to me, that's more of a friend that's harder to do than what Eren is doing, which is like, oh, I'll kill anyone that threatens you. It's like, no, I'll give my life so that you don't have to, you know, do something horrible like killing a kid to save your mom. You know, I don't want you to have to go through that with that, but I can't ask you to not, you know, try to save your mom. So I'm going to do this for you. So yeah, that to me, that is a way better friend than what Eren's doing. So I think that deserves a shout out for sure.
Yeah, I would honestly probably have Armin a bit higher in my list than Falco. So Falco would get the special mention. Couple other characters I think are deserving of a special mention are Hanji.
Yeah.
For so many obvious reasons, but just her leadership, saving Levi, her intelligence and quick thinking in a lot of perilous moments are difference makers, I feel like. I'm going to shout out Yelena for being just a total piece of shit. Like, I like how they called out that, like, her whole story was based on a lie. you know, that like she is this kind of crazy Zeke zealot, but there's no substance underneath it to give a foundation for it. It's just she just wants to follow this thing, and like she's drunk the Kool-Aid, and she and Flock to me are two great antagonistic characters in different ways, but like the visceral response that they have or that I have towards them as an audience member is very similar. I just, in both cases, the inflexible thinking, the self-righteousness, the arrogance are so infuriating that like they're very good antagonizing characters.
Also shout out Annie, because she came back finally. She got thawed, and she had like, getting her story more, and just seeing how torn up she is about all this, and seeing her back in action as the female Titan was pretty cool. So yeah, she was fun. It was great getting Annie back in this season.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'll shout out Mikasa.
Just because she's Mikasa.
I mean,
can't believe she didn't make her top 5. We've always loved her so much. Like Mikasa, yeah.
Well, and here was why she didn't make my top 5, which really isn't fair to her, if I'm honest. It was that Mikasa has consistently been an all-star character. She has consistently thought before she acted. When she takes action, she is a badass, and that's in the battle and outside the battle. She is there for her friends, but she's not a brainwashed lemming for them, you know? And we put Levi in there, and like there was a big season for Levi too. He almost died.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, and Mikasa also for being flashy and being amazing. So I didn't feel like the growth stuck out as much for her as it did for some of the other characters, in part because I think now my expectations for her are so high. It's kind of not fair.
Let us know what you thought about this season down below in the comments. Your top 5 characters for season 4. And if you want early free access, you want to see the movie right now, our reactions to it, go ahead and check out the description of this video for a link to Patreon. See the full uncut reactions. And yeah, get a month ahead on all of our other reactions as well. Thanks for watching Attack on Titan with us, but just keep in mind
that our reaction is definitely not definitive.